I've been working in the healthcare industry, up to including the hospital, clinics, and most recently Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center, which is a donor collection facility located here in Houston. During spring of 2009, I wrote a research paper for my English 112 class titled A Gift of Life. And the paper was just about gay men donating blood, or should they not be allowed to donate blood. I also learned during that time a special book that was written by Frederick Davis and Howe, titled The American People Creating a Nation and Society, published by Pearson Education Incorporated in 2008. During that time, they issued a report about the three humors during Hippocrates' time in 3,000 years ago. It was believed during that time that the four humors, which was blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile, would build up too much in the blood and cause you to have an imbalance in your body. And the proper way to do it was to bloodlet. Well, bloodletting today is known as phlebotomy. And today we collect blood through phlebotomy to donate for purposes of blood transfusion or just to rid the body of extra cells that we don't need. Unfortunately, there's a group of people that are being targeted, gay men, because of their sexual orientation. The whole purpose for this is because there is a lifetime ban enforced by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, which is a lifetime deferral. That's actually, they have a paper sitting on their desk to reduce it down to 5 years. And a writer for the Boston Globe by the name of Stephen Boldsin wrote to describe such behavior between men, sleeping with men, as MSM. And the whole purpose of was to distinguish these men as a class of vile, nasty creatures that just shouldn't be allowed to be cohabitating with us regular, normal people. And it was just because they were considered to start the AIDS HIV virus, and they were seen as the whole reason why there was disease in the world. But this topic also, you can see, has just a very clear line of people who support gay blood donation, and then there's the people who don't support it at all, that fear that these gay men are risks to our habitat, risks to our well-being of the entire globe. Recent reports have actually surfaced. A report from July 2008 by the ABC newsletter from the American Blood Centers issued the report that this lifetime ban is supposed to be going into effect here relatively soon for down to 5-year deferral. And this deferral makes it possible that these men have to live monogamous heterosexual lifestyles. They can't be sleeping with other men, and they would be able to donate as long as they had positive, rather negative but positive blood results. Negative for HIV, negative for AIDS, negative for hepatitis. And unfortunately, though there's many people out there in the world today that do carry these diseases, that are allowed to donate blood, that do have monogamous relationships with men and women together. It's a man and a woman relationship. Unfortunately, they're sharing needles and stuff, causing them to actually put their chance of contracting HIV and AIDS. The sad news is that some of these patients that are sitting there waiting for this blood donations don't even have the opportunity to actually find out that there's a homosexual out there that is an untapped resource. They can actually get the blood. They're just not being told that there's that blood available. Ed Vitalingo is a writer for the American Family Association of Journals, and he established a report back in 2006 that AIDS is a gay disease, and that gay men or the gay community altogether has to just face the fact that they are the contributors to this. But there was also a report issued by J.L. Martin with the American Journal for Public Health, that the overall studies showed right here that 70% that whoever lived in a monogamous relationship, homosexual or not, the homosexual AIDS the AIDS and HIV contraction went down by 70% in all cases, and that was in 2006. So this is 2009 now. You have to imagine that this number has probably grown a lot since then. But you really have to understand too that it's really hard to make a decision, do I want gay blood running through my body? Unfortunately, there's not a difference between what you look like and what I look like. It's not a difference between race. There's not a difference between any really thing than outside. It's really the blood that's on the inside of your body is what counts. It's the purpose for donating and being able to save a life. And these men are not being able to donate or being able to give that opportunity to donate something that could save a baby's life, an elderly person's life, a gunshot victim, anybody in the world really. It could just be somebody who has cancer, that this one blood donation is going to help them live. And these men are not given the opportunity because they have been classified as this negative, derogatory feedback from the community that this gay blood is absolutely horrid. They can't produce it, they can't collect it because they're sleeping with other men. But it's okay for women to sleep with other women. And it's okay for you and I to go and use drug needles from another person and go and donate blood. Granted, it is on the questionnaire, but some of them people do not answer those questions right. It's really up to you as a whole to decide. Should I go and step up for gay men's rights to donate blood? Do I want to be able to have that ability to have my life saved? If there's not a positive donor on the shelf that is of a heterosexual nature, do I have the right to get that gay men's blood? In conclusion, I really just feel like it's important to get out there and work with the community to just advocate for these gay men. Go in when you donate blood and ask them, why don't you accept gay men for donating blood? Because there's obviously a bill that's sitting on the FDA's desk right now. It's going to be passed. It's just a matter of having all of you as people to get out there and advocate for it. Say that it's okay to go out, and I would accept gay men's blood because I know that it's going to save my life, whether I'm sick or not. But I want to thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you have any questions about gay men donating, feel free to contact giveblood.org, www.giveblood.org. That's the Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center's blood bank, and they'll be able to answer a lot more questions for you as to the requirements that you have for donating blood. Thank you.